Producers. He has also been our sound man, so please cheer or boo, whatever you think is appropriate, for Billy Calloway! And he hosts his own podcast, Losing Like Winners. It's Billy Calloway!
It's my name, I believe. Losing like winners is true. You don't ever want to win like a loser. Well, maybe you do, I don't know. So this month is apparently Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I don't have to be aware of that, obviously, but I like to look at the breast. But I think that it's very shameful that we don't ever have a lot of charities for men's ball cancer. I know that we have like the Movember thing, but you have all these charity events for breast cancer awareness. What would a charity event be for ball cancer awareness? I think we could have like a basketball tournament. I could see it. You could call it Ballin' for Balls. I think that would work. You got the Save the Tatas and you got the Florida movies. Ballin' for Balls. I don't understand how growing a mustache for the month of November is supposed to remind you to get your balls checked. Unless you're gay, I guess. But so recently the government shut down. I don't understand how the government could shut down since we voted for them. I wish I worked at a job where if it shut down, I still got paid. But since the government is shut down, I think that this month we shouldn't have to pay taxes either, especially since mine are due for like the past year. So I think they should just cut it out. Just saying. Yeah. So I picked up a new job recently, and I think it's pretty interesting. If you've ever worked at a store, everything is displayed for a reason. I went down the spice aisle. You have the jerk seasoning right beside the dill weed, which is right beside the cumin. Which I don't know why they put that all together, but I thought it was hilarious. You got all these juices too, all these new fruit juices, which I think is a big deal for fitness or people that want to be healthy. I didn't know you could have diet juices, because I thought juice was just juice. But you have dragonberry juice. I don't think I want to drink a dragon's berries juices. I'm a fan of dragons, but if his berries have juice, you probably don't want that. And if it's berries, I don't know, how can you tell the difference between a male dragon and a female dragon? Is it like the color of juice? It's all purple? Just asking. Since I do work at a store, every now and then you're asked, if you have a significant other, or a sister, or a baby's mom, or a friends with benefits, you may get asked to pick up things like tampons. That's a difficult situation. Have you ever been down that aisle? There's like a million options. You don't know which color to get, which flavor, smell, whatever. I'm not going to buy anything that has wings that I can't eat. That's just a pointless question. Yeah, get the one with the green package, but it has wings. If it's green and it has wings, you don't need to eat that. I eat a lot of fast food. I know that y'all can't tell it. I'm at a very healthy weight because I can eat anything I want. But I went to Bojangles, which is one of the best southern places in the world. Right? Love Bojangles. But I also love Dr. Pepper. I asked them, hey, do you got Dr. Pepper? And their answer was, we have Cheerwine. That's not even close to the same beverage. Why would you even ask that? That's worse than like going to McDonald's and you ask for a hamburger with no cheese, because apparently you have to order it that way these days. You used to have to add cheese and it was like 30 cents. Now you have to ask for no cheese. Still gets it wrong. You ask for a Happy Meal, you have to take it back. So they get pissed every time they get it wrong. Every time I go to McDonald's, I get pissed because they don't ever get anything right. You ask for nuggets, they give you the wrong sauce. And where the fuck do nuggets come from? Chickens don't have balls that have nuggets, you just cut them off. They're like little square shapes. Nuggets are square, no. Just saying. It amazes me on where they come up with the names for these food, like chicken tenders and chicken nuggets. Like chickens aren't tender and they don't have nuggets. Speaking of food though, I was with somebody recently. I was getting ready, had like we'll call it a sexcapade, if that's a real word. I was having some sexcapades, I get all nice and naked. The girl said, "I'm sorry, I'm allergic to shrimp." I was very upset. It was at least like a prawn, maybe a crawdad. She didn't say she's allergic to those. Then she asked me, well, I wanted some head. She said she's allergic to that too. So I was thinking about making a book of pickup lines. Any of you have problems picking up women? You don't, because you're wearing a Braves jersey. Go Braves. How about the Panthers? They didn't lose this week, right? It was impossible. If we would have, I'd have quit being a fan if we could have lost this week. Here's the pickup lines for you. You should try these out. But you gotta do them in the right situations. Go to a club or a bar or something like that. Someplace where, I don't know, there's women that are drunk. Start off with something like, "Girl, you want up here and just, girl, I bet you taste like a Cinnabon." Now before she slaps you or kicks you in the balls, the goal is to get out the next line. So you could be like, "Let me put some icing on that Cinnabon." It'll work if you give them enough drinks. Make sure you buy the good ones, not the cheap ones. So I grew up as a racist, just letting you know. But racist means that you watched every NASCAR race on TV. It didn't have anything to do about color. When we meant color, it meant that our TV was not black and white. And we had 3 TVs. They all sat on top of each other. And one of them had, rabbit ears. So we could get all the channels, all 7 channels. So we could watch the race. But racism these days has gotten really weird because you can't use any of those words. You're afraid to offend anybody these days. Because now you're either urban, ethnic, or white. Those are your 3 options. I think that you can probably guess which one of those I mean without being racist. But for white people, I'm almost done, Johnny. For white people like me and Johnny, we get in trouble because white people invented things that they can't use. Like the N-word. They invented basketball, they can't play it. And they invented things like magnums, but they can't wear them. Anyway, apparently that is my time. I'm Billy Calloway. Please let's check out Losing Like Winners.
One more time for Billy Calloway, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure as you listen to his podcast, Losing Like Winners, which is also very funny and also goes on too long. Now,